It's Breaking Bad, everybody. And reasons why this is the greatest show ever. It might be the only television show that is virtually flawless. That doesn't mean it will appeal to all, but it commits no errors in telling the story. That it in itself is incredible. It gets even better. Walter White, the main character, is everyone who feels cheated in life. Walter is constantly measuring his potential to the results. People understand that no matter how successful your life might be, there is some area where your dreams faded and life handed you the moldy cheese sandwich. Walter is consumed with getting the dream back and making it into a real reality. It is hard to see at first as it is so subtle. But Walter is an unsatisfied man leading a mediocre life when he feels he was bound for greatness. He is. We meet him when he is faced with his end of the road that turns into his reinvention as he discovers the dream is still alive and kicking. The show never condescends to its audience by giving us ex machinas or absurd miracles that defy physics. On one hand, we have an almost ridiculous storyline. Dying man becomes Matt Cooker to support his family. On the other hand, we believe it and even cheer Walt, and for a while, as we know, what is it like to get ripped off by insurance companies, too many bills, lousy pay, needing a second job, hiding certain information from our loved ones, and feeling unfulfilled if the American dream is going to screw us over. Then let's cook some meat. Since we can't get money and our needs met the legitimate way. The showrunner Vince Gilligan understood the frustration within every middle aged provider. He also understood the fear of young people entering the job market who do not want to end up like Walter White or Jess Pinkman. When we meet them in season 1, the writing and acting is superb. You just can't forget these characters or the things they do and say. The show starts off as a comedy that moves like a satire on the American dream. Then it gets serious. Many of us can't stand Walt by season 3, for me it was too, but we can't stop watching him and trying to predict his next move. The man is fascinating. The showrunners had the courage to cast a disabled actor to play a disabled son who learns to live with his condition just fine, making us look at our own attitude on disability without moralistically pounding us on the skull. It shows us Flynn. It doesn't tell us how we need to feel about him. That felt like a slice of life to me. The story is so tightly written, yet it allows for flexibility. The character Jesse Pinkman wasn't supposed to last the first season. Vince Gilligan saw the potential between Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston, so he rewrote the screenplay to make Jesse a main character. Gilligan's instructions for this show were brilliant, and that is one of the finest examples. It is the rare show that is able to appeal to many kinds of viewers, not just the intellectual or the fatalistic or the lovers of dark humor. It took a while in the ratings, but most people who watch this show are very impressed, even those that see television as lowbrow and common. Even though The Wire showed people that television was a medium for art, not escapism. Breaking Bad decided to remind us, as in case we forgot. Nothing felt contrived. Season finals are the weakness of most good shows. However, Breaking Bad ended the show with the same class that it gave us in every episode. Everyone's arc is concluded in a way that corresponded with the character. The story is grim but allows a sliver of hope. The show wasn't going to lie to us and tell us everything was going to be fine. It also wasn't planning on turning the storyline into one big horror festival. There, there were no extremes. Everything just fit, and we all felt like we had watched a work of genius. Like The Wire, Breaking Bad will stand the test of time. I predict the same for Better Call Saul. Vince Gilligan's Breaking Bad is one of the most critically acclaimed television series of all time, soaring high near the peak of the IMDb charts. BRBA has a powerful cast spearheaded by Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. The story revolves around a high school teacher who is diagnosed with cancer on his 50th birthday, and after accompanying his DEA agent brother-in-law to a methamphetamine lab bust and seeing the amount of illegal revenue it produces, he decides that venturing into this world of drugs would produce enough money for him which he will support his family after cancer takes his life. Here are 5 reasons why this is a masterpiece. First, there's a writing. Breaking Bad's writing is brutally honest and maintains a steady level of consistency throughout its 62 episodes. The story is carefully moving, right from the first episode to the last. It doesn't oh my god, what moment to your face. Instead, it takes the time to set up every point carefully so that the viewer never loses track of why a certain event is happening. Second one, character development, be it the first transformation from high school chemistry teacher Walter White to the drug Heisenberg, or his accomplice and former student Jesse Pinkman transforming from a low-level street drug dealer to working under cartels. Breaking Bad progresses and develops its character in a terrific way. The third one, knowing when to stop. American TV shows have a tendency to stretch their story for a necessary number of seasons. But only seasons, but the shows also produce a huge number of episodes just for one single season. Breaking Bad does not make that a mistake. The fourth one, attention to details. The second and last one, all's well that ends well. Yes, a number of shows earn so much critical acclaim during initial seasons that they just tend to ride on that success and forget about delivering a satisfying conclusion that fans seek. Not Breaking Bad. It delivers the most amazing ending. So that was pretty much everything for today. See you next video, and please don't forget to subscribe and like. See you. Bye.